There we go. Hello! Here I am. Hello there. I'm beating Sonic Frontiers today. There really is nothing new. I really do not have anything to talk about other than I'm about to beat Sonic Frontiers. I just realized it's super loud. Here we go. I'm about to beat Sonic Frontiers today. Well, I'm about to beat, like... Whoa. I'm about to beat, like, the DLC, or the expansion, or the update, or whatever you would like to call it. It's both an expansion and whatever. Point is, my screen just went black. Point is, I'm about to beat the Sonic Frontiers update, because I haven't yet, and I need to. And I need to beat it this stream. And I got to the final boss last time, but I did not beat the final boss. I did like 2 attempts and then I stopped. So, let's try it. Need to make sure that you can see the video game. There we go. Alright. Alright. So, again, last time I did not beat the game, but I'm going to this time. I know a bit about the ending, and I know a bit about the final boss, but I don't know everything. I know almost everything. No, I know a decent bit, but I don't know exactly how it plays out. So, I guess let's just proceed to the final battle. I sure am ready. I'm not. I have not played it since last week. So I'm not fully, I'm not fully ready. Ow. Awful start. Awful start. Yeah, okay. Okay, so... Sorry if I'm a little low energy today. I was going to stream today, and then I didn't, and then I decided that I did. And by that gibberish, I mean I was going to stream today, and then I what was that? Right. Destroy these things. Yeah, no, I was gonna stream today, and then I didn't. I decided, I'll probably won't. And then I realized that I had to, because it's, I'm not doing well at all against Supreme. I realized that it's the end of the week, and if I don't stream this week, then I'm gonna lose my streak of streaming once a week. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it did anyways. And I'm very sorry. But, oh my gosh, I don't care. Stop hitting me! I think I lose more rings if I just... Why are you taking damage still? I have destroyed all of your things. Your things are not here. Well, now they're here. Okay. Okay, there we go. I used way too many rings for that. I used way too many rings for that. Okay. Come on, let me attack the... Let me attack the things. Let me attack the, Why isn't it letting me attack the purple cord? Right, okay. So here we go. Right, then I steal his gun. I'm remembering, I can, brain, I don't know. Here we go. Yeah, no, he... the freaking... attaching his lightning cord to the gun. Yeah, you get him. This is as far as I got last time. I didn't get any farther than this, or past this cutscene, and then I died from a really long game over screen. What are you doing, buddy? Right, they do this weird perspective thing. What? What? Here we go. And I'll actually take damage from that because I took off the purple cord thing first. Ow, I'm dead. No, wait, is this the... This is the super long death... This is the super long death animation. Wait, so I can't skip this. Is that orb an instant kill that I cannot skip? No, I'm still good, okay. Oh, is he getting a new power-up? Okay. Come on. Come on, kill him. I killed him. I killed the end. He's dead. I have killed the end. I win the game. Oh, shoot! I didn't... Whoops, that was close. Alright, kill him. Yeah, there we go.
Sonic, it's now or never.
It is indeed now or never. Did he just go into the gun? Right, no, the gun
Looks like I'm going all out after all.
Yeah, no, I did see some of this. He freaking turns blue now. That's his attack. Come on, kill him. It is, like, shockingly loud, looking at the levels. It's fine. This deserves it. It's cool. Shoot. I have Sans Undertale go into my eye. Ooh. Holy. Shadow. Remember what I told you. Oh wow, he's dead. Sonic has been killed. Sonic is now dead.
Look! There he is!
Okay, wow. That was a bit of a landing. He's alive! Aww. So wait, if Sage doesn't sacrifice herself, then... Sage didn't sacrifice herself, so... Let's see.
You did well, Sage. It's time to head home, dear daughter.
Home. I like the sound of that. Father.
Aww. Aww. That's really cute. That was... Okay, well, that was the stream. When I heard that the final boss was really hard, or really long, I mean.
I'm not alone, a family of my own. I get to go home with you.
Song.
Feelings deep inside.
I like this song. I love the base games version of this song, but I like these lyrics too.
Get to go home with you.
This is nice. When I heard that the final boss was really long, I expected it to be really, really, really long.
All the time.
Was that a fluke? Because I don't remember... No, because that was one attempt. That was one attempt. Was that a fluke? Did something happen where he didn't do a specific attack that everyone hated? Was it... What? I know this music is so loud. This music is so loud. Hold on. I'm turning it down a little bit. This... I was so expecting to stay here and like fight this boss for at least like an hour, but I've been going for like 5 minutes. No, not 5 minutes, but I did not go for super long. and then I just beat the boss right away. That was... What? I could have sworn it was gonna be longer, because so many people were talking about how long the final boss is and how it's hard. But the thing is that the final boss wasn't even that different from, like, the base game's well, I say it wasn't that different. The base game's final boss was freaking Galaga, but, like, I mean, it was a neat final boss. But wow, that is interesting. I have extremely mixed thoughts on this expansion, because the final boss, I was expecting it to be, like, absolutely crazy, right? Given what everyone talked about it, like, how the final boss was super good, just wait until you get the final boss. I got to the final boss. It was pretty good. Would have preferred if that was the actual final boss in the base game, but it was not like... I don't think it was worth the entire build-up to the final boss being so difficult. Like, the final trial was ridiculous. And, like, the new ending is nice, but, like... I don't know. I don't know. I think I prefer the base game's ending. Which is probably the canon ending, right? I mean, either way, Sage is still alive. They never explained what Zap means. Why did they never explain what Zap means? This was the perfect opportunity to explain what Zap meant, but it didn't do that. It just didn't. It's actually probably in one of the, like, side stories, like... It is very much probably in one of the, interactions with Sage where Sonic's like, hey, I've been seeing the signal, like, I've been seeing the symbol around the islands. It says Zap, I think. What does it mean? And then Sage is like, well, you see, Sonic, it means nothing. No, Huh. There's still gonna be a post-credit scene. Is there still gonna be a post-credit scene? That is interesting. Because Sage is alive. So the post-credit scene, if there is one, won't just be, oh, Sage is alive, Dr. Eggman's bringing her back, because we already knew that. We already knew that Dr. Eggman was bringing Sage back. So what's... Okay, hold on, I'm gonna shut up. Right, well, there's this. So, that was fun. That was fun.
But I guess it's time we got moving. I know you all have big plans.
You're gonna hardly recognize me when we see each other again.
I wonder if Cream and Sticks are free.
Sticks mention. Love that.
It'll be good to get back to my island.
This is like the exact same. Will it play Vandalize, or will it play One Way Dream, or will it play a new song? One Way Dream, got it. I was expecting One Way Dream, which I didn't actually get to hear when I beat the game because I played on normal. Which I could actually go back and try and beat the final boss, the base game's final boss, and compare the two. That could, because the thing is, I'm not ending the stream right after this. This shortest stream known to NeatNat history. No, I'm gonna go for a little longer. But I'm not entirely sure what I'll do. I do want to talk about this expansion, though. That is something I really want to do. I want to talk about it and see, like, sort of express, because now that I've beaten it, right, I need to, like, talk about it in more than just, like, random offshoot, like, oh, I like this or I don't like this, but I can't say it, like, I can't say that entirely because I haven't beaten it yet, but now I've beaten it, so now I can just talk about it. Which I guess I can do here. So, this expansion, I was extremely excited for this expansion when it came out, because Sonic Frontiers, if you didn't know already, was my favorite game that I played last year. It was on the top of the list. This expansion is not my favorite game I've played this year. It's not terrible. It's not awful. I didn't dislike it. I need to get that out of the way, because I talked a little bit last stream about how I kind of dislike the DLC, and I do kind of dislike it, but I don't entirely dislike it, because if I hated the DLC, I would be much more spiteful while playing it. And you might say I was already being spiteful while playing it, but also shut up. So, the main issue I have with this DLC is that it's just... The difficulty is the main glaring issue, because it felt less like the difficulty was created from a place of, oh, we want to make this game harder. It, like, you know, to really challenge the players. It felt more like a thing of spite, like, oh, people didn't think that the base game was hard enough? Well, let's just make this one really, really hard, and we'll show them, which I can respect. I can respect that, to a degree. The fact that they're just... They just saw the people who didn't like how easy Frontier's base game was, and was like, you know what? We'll show you, and then they did make it harder in good ways, I think. Like, most of the difficulty, it's tough, but it's not unfair. Most of it. Some of it is unfair, I will say. Some of it is stupid. Like, the final trial was stupid. The final trial was stupid. Why did they think that the good idea would be to make you fight all 3 titans in a row, 400 rings capped, no ring up, like, no more rings that you can get after that, or during it, I mean, and then you also have to learn the new perfect parry mechanic before it's even actually properly introduced within the game, which I guess it makes sense because it's prepping you for the final boss where the perfect parry actually matters. But during my winning run, I used the perfect parry 1 time, which I'm pretty sure was a fluke. I am 90% sure it was a fluke, because there was that move that he used, the end used before in my previous runs, that it just never came into play. Like all the orbs coming at you that Supreme kind of did. Supreme took no, Supreme didn't take longer than the end. What am I saying? Supreme definitely took shorter to beat than the end in that final run. But again, it was probably a fluke. The RNG gods blessed upon me to not have a terrible time, but it also made this boss fight super short. The credits are almost over. I'll talk more about this after the credits, but I just want to mention... Just to cap off the little difficulty rant before going into the other stuff after the credits, the difficulty was stupid and dumb some of the time. Most of the time it was fine, it was neat, it was like a little... It was the Dark Souls of Sonic games? No, it was neat how they made it difficult, but like... A lot of the time, it just felt very cheap with how they specifically went about the difficulty. Post-credit scene, post-credit scene, post-credit scene, post-credit scene. Post-credit scene. Post-credit scene. Thank you for playing. Also, thank you. Save this game, clear data? Sure. Nope, there's New Game Plus, though. New Game Plus is a thing. If you select New Game Plus on the title screen and load your game clear data, Sonic skills and stats will carry over. However, items will not carry over. That makes sense. Huh. Well, it's cool that they got an actual New Game Plus now. That's neat. Wow, I was expecting... I was expecting a post-credit scene, but I guess it makes sense because the old post-credit scene wouldn't really make sense considering now that Sage is alive, but I was expecting something new, but it doesn't really matter because they already used all the cutscene budget on the final cutscene probably, so it doesn't really matter that there's no post-credit scene. Okay. Let me get some music going. I've been going for 25 minutes on the VOD. Huh. 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 Okay. Let me just talk about this for a bit. So, overall, Sonic Frontiers: The Final Horizon, very mixed thoughts, as you probably could have told. You probably words. Speak words. I already ranted on the difficulty, which I don't need to rant more about the difficulty. Everyone has ranted about the difficulty online. Can I talk about the story for a second? Because the story was weird. I assume this was written by Ian Flynn, right? The base game was written by Ian Flynn. So this was probably also written by Ian Flynn. This was probably also written by Ian Flynn. I can't talk. I am so sorry. This was probably also written by Ian Flynn. So, I don't understand why the writing was so wonky. Because, to me, it felt like there were translation issues. That's how I described it. But if it's written by Ian Flynn, it means it was originally written in English, which means translation issues wouldn't be a thing, because they're not translating English to English, obviously. So, my guess is that he had like 0 time to properly work on the script. So what that meant was that he just like didn't have proper editing time to make sure his like writing was, I guess, I don't want to say up to par, because it's not like this writing is awful. It's just a little bit wonky, like in comparison to the base game's writing, which is weird. I don't know. You know what we could do? You know what? Let's actually go into the game. They probably have 0 post-game, don't they? Oh, wait, whoops. Wrong thing. They probably don't have any real post-game. Yeah, they don't. That makes sense. I mean, it's not like I expected them to have post-game, considering it's, you know, Sonic Frontiers base game didn't have post-game. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and go to the side stories, and see if maybe they explain Zap. Because, I don't know, I want to see what else they got for the, writing. Because I only got a snippet, and you know what? I think the ending was sweet. I do prefer the original game's ending, just because I like how the original game's ending had the guts to have that be the final shot. Like, that was a gutsy move, I gotta say, and I'm very happy that they decided to do that. Oh well, I need to. There we go.
Wasn't there a similar pyramid-looking thing on Kronos Island? Are they related? Maybe to shoot something into the sky?
That is incorrect. They are terminals. Kronos Island's pyramid was the docking point for the ancient spaceships. The power source is still running, so it is still afloat. Other than that, the rest of its functions have long since ceased operating, and the elevators were destroyed.
Huh. Well then, what about that cool spiderweb-looking thing under it? It doesn't look like it's got anything to do with spaceships.
That section was essentially a harbor, not only for spaceships, but also for other ships traveling to the other islands. There used to be a resting area in the lower levels, an important space for the ancient travelers. Now it is but an architectural curiosity.
So I take it that most of these little, like, lore things are just, like, Ian Flynn trying to figure out what on earth they were trying to do with the little, like, just the environments overall in the game. Because this is just like, shoot, I don't know exactly what they were going for. It was probably that, because this game was made very quickly. This game was made very quickly. So, it was, they probably was just like, I'm gonna make some cool ruins, and they were like, you go, Todd! And then they did. And then Todd made those weird, like, ruins, and no one understood what they meant except Todd. And when asked about it, Todd just said, oh, I thought it looked cool. Which just made it so... which just made it so, like... It wasn't really, meant for anything, it just existed. I don't know, I'm just talking, I'm just rambling.
Oh, what's the matter, Sonic? You have to take a break already?
Shut up, Knuckles!
Just one more round and then we're done. Or at least, one more round and then we go beat that big guy in the sky.
Oh, if it wasn't for cyber corruption, I'd punch that thing myself. But unfortunately, I have to leave it to you. Don't mess this up.
Yeah, no, the writing in this game is not that bad. I don't know, maybe I'm just remembering it incorrectly, because that was fine. That wasn't that bad. Oh, I thought this was Big's portal. Nah. Okay, wait. I guess I'll do these channel. Oh, well, there's actually Tails. Dr. Tails. I don't know, I need to unlock more of the map, but I really don't want to do all the things to unlock more of the map. I get it, I don't care, Master Ninja Plus. The Guardians are not my favorite to fight. To be fair, I've only tried to fight like 2 of them, which I might fight some more. I might try. I don't know. Fighting the Guardians on Uranus wasn't even my favorite in base game.
We're one step away from the next tower and the next emerald.
Rogers.
Buddy, I have your back.
Thanks.
Roger Craig Smith, calm down. Are you doing jumping jacks while recording that line?
I'm gonna save everyone.
Okay, that was just flavor text. Yeah, that was just flavor text. I don't know. I'm thinking that, like, maybe they got more, like... Maybe they explain what Zap means, but I honestly doubt it, actually. I feel like if they explained what Zap meant, then I would have gotten a YouTube recommendation on Zap explanation YouTube short where they, where it's the line where they talk about how Zap, yes. Well, this run's doomed. Immediately. Oh, you think I got enough time left? No. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, wait, how am I supposed to do this? What is the... Yeah, okay, well... I can't go around these individually. I have to go around all of them. Yeah, you know what, I don't care. I don't care. I am sorry, I don't know. I don't need to, I don't know. I don't need to get all of those. I'm actually gonna look up to see if there's an explanation as to what zap means. I'm gonna look that up right now. Get out of here, YouTube. YouTube, get out of here. Okay, does this guy talk? No, he does not. Thank you, Faz, for the clip. Sage hinted to be the ancient's god? Oh, geez, that's really big. Hold on. Here we go.
I saw a mark on the pyramid wall.
Yeah, here we go.
The same mark I saw in the sky when I said goodbye to the Coco. What could it mean?
There are no definite records in the cyberspace
Dang it.
archives, but it appears the ancients worshipped it as the symbol of a god.
They believed in a god even with all of this amazing technology?
Faith is an excellent way to shape a group's sense of kinship. However, the markings in the sky are a clear and observable phenomenon, and cannot be the manifestation of a miracle. Perhaps the god of the ancients depicted by the wall markings still exists out there today.
They subscribe for more Sonic Frontiers. Thank you. Is Amy Rose an atheist? From Sonic Frontiers? What? Okay. Okay. I definitely see how they would assume that maybe that is hinting towards Sage being the god, but also that wouldn't make sense if Eggman created Sage, which he did. So... I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight these guys. I don't want to fight these guys. I don't want to fight these guys. Okay, well... You know what? Just for the heck of it. Let's, let's fight. Let's fight. The base game's final boss. Just for the heck of it. Just to see how, annoying and how frustratingly bad it is. I forgot that I don't have the spin dash. That's annoying. I mean, I know why I don't have the spin dash. It's because I didn't do all the challenges to get it. Which I'm very glad that they just give Sonic the spin dash in the final Horizon update. Thank you. Thank you, Sonic team. Alright. Let's, get the final emerald.
One more. I gotta hurry up.
Sonic!
I know. You're not fast enough, so I found it for you. Go ahead and beat that giant.
I don't know what's up with that emerald. It's like glitching out. I think it was glitching out when I played it for the first time.
Now why would I want to
Yeah.
disappoint you?
The heck is up with that? It's only that emerald. It's only that one. Alright, let's kill the Supreme again. Alright, let's do it to it. Let's get him. Me when I get you. Ah, well, I got him. Destroy those things, I guess. No, I can get him down to, like, lower health. Right? Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. While this cutscene plays, I'm gonna go turn on. There we go. Youch! I'm sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. It's like a poorly voice-acted cartoon. He does use the gun in base game. I was wrong about that before last stream. I mean, I don't mean before last stream, but I mean last stream, which was before now. He's dead. Got him. It's still kind of loud from... Nah, it's fine, actually. I guess we'll watch this cutscene again. I still really like this cutscene.
Is that it?
Still really like that line.
All we did was chase it out of its shell. It's
Good
retreating into
animation.
space to regain its true form. Even
Good
Supersoldier
animation.
won't be able to stop it. I know what I must do. I must leave you.
Good animation.
Go. Fulfill your function.
They put all of the animation budget in this cutscene to Sage. See, I kind of preferred it when
Hurry, before it regains its full strength.
I don't know. I do.
First,
I do wish that the improved final boss was more like this, where Sage took over, did freaking end of Evangelion, Voltron.
Be careful, dear daughter.
Dear daughter, yeah. I do wish that Sage still did that. But to be fair, how do you fight a big rock? How do you make that an interesting fight? Big. This is still so cool.
World. He took your life.
I love this music.
Are you going to let
I
him
do
do
kind of
it
wish they
all
kept this
over
music.
again?
I keep saying, like, man, I really like this,
End this, please.
but also I'm not sure yet. The boss hasn't fully started yet, so yeah, okay, well, let's see. Yeah, wow, that is
served your purpose. Now face your end. I am the all-consuming void.
it's still so funny to me how this is the final boss.
Light.
Countless stars, countless worlds.
Let's hope that doesn't happen again. It doesn't seem to be working very well. Stop. Stop freezing. Stop freezing. Please stop. Please stop. Please, 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 I'm dead.
I saw your mind as you ran through my prison. You have fought machines and gods. They were mighty.
They didn't. I just remembered they didn't keep the end monologuing. That was the coolest fight. I mean, why didn't they change that? Or why didn't they keep that? I mean, I don't understand. I'm gonna stop with this bit. Why does it? I can't do this. I can't do this. If it's just gonna keep doing that, I can't do this fight. So that was Sonic Frontier. Oh, it's still he's still talking. Okay. Yeah, that was Sonic Frontiers. Yeah, the updated fight is better just because it doesn't freeze on my computer. Wow. Wow, yeah. Huh. Weird. Weird. Mixed feelings. Mixed feelings. Okay. Huh. I'm gonna talk about this more. Right now. Okay. Let me just think for a second on what I want to say. Like, this is a funeral speech. So, Sonic Frontiers, as I mentioned before, Sonic Frontiers is my favorite game I played last year. I adore that game. It's not perfect. Everyone knows it's not perfect. It is very flawed. There are so many flaws with it. I can see the flaws. But, what I like to say is that while it wasn't made for everyone, it was made for me specifically. I really love that game. Maybe I'm just extremely biased, and by maybe I'm just extremely biased, I mean I am extremely biased. So going into this, I had the expectation of it's more of the game I love. And it was by a technicality. It was technically more of the game I love. But there were a lot of changes and a lot of things that were not in base Frontiers, specifically the difficulty and the jankiness of a lot of the difficulty. And the story was a little weaker. I don't know. The Aranas Island was just exposition for all of the side stories, but they felt more natural. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just insane, but like, I thought that the story for the Final Horizon was very weak. And to be fair, they had like 5 minutes to work on this game before they had to ship it out, right? They had to work with John's weird level design. But I don't know, it felt very weird with how much the I don't know, okay, so the extra playable characters are very much appreciated, right? The extra playable characters are appreciated. I like that they included a playable Tails, Amy, and Knuckles, but I appreciate how they made them play differently from Sonic. They did do that. I appreciate that they did that. That is a thing that they did. But their gameplay felt a little bit lackluster in a lot of cases. Specifically the fact that you have to upgrade every single one of their levels to get to max. And it's not, I don't know, it's not really, I don't know. It felt so weird, and they kept like Starfall, but they changed it so you just get a crap ton of resources from it that you can turn into levels, right? But at that point, why even start them at level 1 if you're just gonna make it so one Starfall is enough to get them to near max level? What is even the point, right? Like, at that point, just put all of them at max level from the start. Why not? Just make them all the same level as Sonic currently was at that point. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me that they would try to... I don't know. Hold on, I'm gonna actually, change the stream title. I don't know. It just felt weird. And I don't know why they make you unlock things like power boost or attack, which I'm fine with you needing to unlock the attack if it costs like 5 XP, but some of Sonic's moves that are just built into his moveset from the beginning, you have to unlock, and that feels very cheap. It feels like a very cheap way to pad out the skill tree, and even with the padding, or even without the, even with the padding, it's still a very bare bones skill tree, which, again, I have to preface every single, criticism with, they were, forced to make, well, they weren't forced to, Sonic Forces, they were Sonic Forces. They were forced to make this expansion in a year. It's not that they were forced to make the expansion, but they were forced to make it in a year. I assume. They didn't have a whole lot of time. So, it's like, I don't know. A lot of like the stuff was really rushed, which I can understand because again they were forced to make it in a year. I'm just going around in verbal circles, not saying anything. I'm just rambling, but it felt like they were trying to do too much with too little. They stretched that they went and tried to do the they went and tried to do what they were originally planning for the ending of the game. Clearly, this is clearly their original intention. This was what they wanted to do from the beginning, but they didn't have enough time, so Oranos was super rushed, and it felt super weird. This makes sense, right? Like, you would want, if the ending to your game was really rushed, you might think, oh, I just want to go back and change it, right? Like, I want to go make the ending that I always wanted to make, the one that we were planning from the beginning, right? Which, again, I can get behind. I 100% respect Sonic Team for having a bold... It was certainly a bold decision to redo the ending in 1 year. But the way they did it was just so weird, because it's not that they went and tried to redo the final island. It's like they made a new island. Because, like... The entire gameplay of the final island was reworked. So, cyberspace, like, there's no more Chaos Emeralds, like, well, there's Chaos Emeralds, but you don't collect them the same way. You don't collect Chaos Emeralds the same way. You don't, use cyberspace the same way. The Guardians are way out of whack. They're not really useful for anything because you can go to cyberspace to try and get like Lookout Coco to go up the towers, but you don't need to because you can just find all the Lookout Coco in the open world if you want. Because that's exactly what I did. I did not get a single Lookout Coco from any cyberspace level. I tried, but then I was like, I'm good. So, cyberspace, even though it has been improved, and I can tell it's been improved by that one level, and I can tell it's been improved by all the people who talked about how cyberspace has been improved, even though it's way better than it was in base game, it's still kind of unnecessary because of how they reworked it. I feel like the best choice would to just be explicitly, because like, for the longest time I wasn't sure what cyberspace was really used for, but I feel like the best choice would to be explicitly tell the player, you can get Lookout Coco from the cyberspace levels. Just say that. Say that, please. That makes it so much easier. And make it so you can't just get Lookout Coco in the overworld, because what's the point of going to cyberspace if you just don't need to, because you do kind of need to in the base game unless you just go fishing a lot, but there's no fishing, so I guess maybe this is their alternative to fishing here. I don't know. I don't know, it's just weird. And like, I heard a lot of people say that the final boss was great, and it was pretty good, but that's it for me. It was just pretty good, and maybe I'm being too mean, but I don't think the build-up of like all the really hard challenges, like the final Coco trial, which I'm gonna not talk about here because I've already yelled about it, the final the final Coco trial, and those dang, I'm never gonna let this go, I'm dying on this hill, those dang projectiles that cancel out your movement on that one, like, Knuckles structure, I hated those so much. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It just felt so weird, because the whole DLC, like, whether you think so or not, the whole expansion was clearly leading up to the final boss being fixed. Because that's the main part of the game that everyone talked about how it wasn't very good, right? Which, I played like a little bit of it just now. I would have beaten it. I would have tried to beat it if it didn't keep freezing, but it did in fact keep freezing, so I couldn't beat it. So, the fact that it's all leading up to the final boss, and the final boss was just pretty good. I don't know. I would say I kind of prefer the base game's final boss, but then again, I didn't beat the base game's final boss, and also I might be a little bit biased because there is a line where the end goes, "You fly about me like a gnat," and I appreciate the reference, Sonic Team. I know that I'm a very important part of the community. So, I don't know. It's I have mixed feelings on the DLC. I think overall I definitely prefer base game Oranos because it felt the Final Horizons expansion felt too all over the place for me to enjoy it as much as I would like to, and I think the way that they could definitely improve upon that is sticking with the original formula. Just do the final island again, but include the extra characters in the new final boss. That's it. You don't have to include all these, like, these new, like, Lookout Coco and the new towers, even though I guess the towers were pretty good. I don't know, the first tower was really hard, and, like, the last tower was also pretty hard, but, like, it wasn't like a super unfair amount of difficulty. Sometimes it was. Sometimes it was really janky, like the final tower with the fans. That was stupid. But I don't know. It felt like you could have easily formed around the basic format of the base game. Like the base game's final boss? Not final boss, sorry, what am I saying? The base game's final island, but include the new stuff like the new playable characters and the new final boss and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe I am just insane and I just love repetition so much. It's my favorite hobby. My favorite hobby is repeating the same levels all over again. I'm a Sonic shill. I don't know. But, in my opinion, I think the final island, this expansion would be much better if it didn't try to reinvent the wheel. Because 1 year to reinvent the wheel is not a good amount of time. I don't know what else to say. It's kind of it. I don't know. I guess my final thoughts on New Horizons. I mean, I should talk about what I liked about it, because the thing is that I did like a decent bit of it. You know, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I had fun. I don't know. The final boss was cool. I liked the final boss. The towers, for the, like, 2 of them were difficult. Like, they were pretty dang difficult. Or I guess 5. Were there 5 or 2? I don't remember. What, 5 or 2? Were there 5 or 4? I don't remember. Point is, there were, like, a few that were pretty hard in, like, a janky way, but, like, most of them were just fun. I just liked the towers. And the regular platforming segments around the Oranos Island were fun. I like those. The pop-in was way more noticeable here, but I still like them. And there's like also like, oh yeah, what am I saying? What am I thinking? The cyberspace, even though I played only one level, cyberspace was genuinely a lot of fun. The only reason why I didn't complete that level was because I was bad at video games. Cyberspace, huge improvement over the base game. I already didn't mind cyberspace in the base game. The only reason why I didn't play more of it was because it kept freezing. But cyberspace in this was real, like a big improvement. It was really great. I liked that they gave you the spin dash. I liked the new characters. The new characters were fun to play. I have their problems with their movesets, but they were fun to play. And yeah, I don't know, that's it. It may sound like the pros outweigh, or the cons outweigh the pros, but I did just kind of talk about three things: the difficulty, the final boss, and like the story. And then the things I liked were the overworld challenges, the new characters, and the cyberspace. So 3v3 balances out to like a 5 out of 10. I don't know. I'm not gonna give it a proper review right now. I don't know if I should stream for any longer because I don't know what I'm going to do. So this might just be a really, really short stream. I am very sorry, but also I expected, in my defense, I expected the final boss to be way longer, and yeah, I don't know. Sorry. I think I'm just gonna end stream here. Thank you for coming to my 1 hour stream. I think this is the shortest stream I have ever done, actually. Let me check. If I check, it's gonna end up being actually the longer. No, this is the shortest one. This is the shortest stream I've ever done. Clocking in out like 1 hour. On the VOD, it's 1 hour and 7 minutes. My shortest stream before this was my first one, which was 1 hour and 16 minutes, which was longer than this. Oops. I don't care. I watched Scream 3 or not Scream 3, Scream 4 today. I don't care about Sonic the Hedgehog though. I'm gonna head out. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't really feel like streaming for much, well, like any longer really, because I beat the final boss. I talked about the game. I could play more, but I don't want to right now. I do not feel like it. So I'm gonna head out. Thank you for everything. Thank you for coming to my twitch.tv stream, and I'm going to disappear now. Goodbye. Or, well, that cut out. Goodbye!